Hello, happy holidays, and welcome to another edition of the Commonwealth Journal Sports Show. Sort of have an amended episode this week with the Christmas holidays and everything, but the one feature we do have is of Jake Sloan, one of the all-time receivers in Kentucky history, signed with Eastern Kentucky University, and we were there at the signing. We talked to him a little bit, and Coach Johnny Hines, and talked about his career and his next future of going into the college football at Eastern Kentucky University. But anyway, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Even with the Christmas holiday, we've had some tournaments last week, and then on Friday, today, we're starting the Lake Cumberland Hoops Classic. Be all three schools. We're participating in big games at Southwestern, Pulaski, Somerset. So if you're off or you're out and about in between the holidays, come out and watch some great basketball, some teams from all over the state and outside the state, some prep schools, and so it's going to be some great basketball features. So anyway, thanks for dropping by, and hope you enjoyed the show today, and we'll see you at a sports gymnasium nearby. Thank you, and have a happy holiday and a happy new year. Let's talk about Eastern. And Coach said you'd always wanted to go to Eastern. Let's talk about that and how it worked out that you got to go to college and D1 and everything.
I think it worked out great. You know, I was very excited whenever I first got an offer from Eastern. I was able to commit, but I got a little nervous whenever they fired their old head coach, Coach Elder, and it was nerve-wracking for the first month or so because I didn't know who the new coach was, kind of offense he was going to run. But once they hired Coach Wells, and I got to sit down and talk to him, he's a great guy, great coach, and I can't wait to play for him.
You know, and Eastern, it's close by, but it's a familiar program everybody knows, great stadium. I mean, it's got to be exciting to be able to play at that level and somewhere close to home. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it because it's not too far, not too close. I can make a weekend trip if I need to, and it'll be fun, I think. Talk a little about your experience here at Pulaski County. I mean, you come from a great program and everything. Just talk about your experience here at Pulaski and being one of the top receivers in the state of Kentucky. Well, I didn't really think too much about being one of the top receivers, but Pulaski County is a great school with a great football program, great coaches. Coach Hines is an awesome coach, and I loved every second of playing here. It was awesome, and we always had fans in the stands, no matter what the conditions were, and it was just a great atmosphere playing for Pulaski County. And also being a receiver, I mean, coming to Pulaski County, it's spread offense, they throw all over the field. So that had to be, I mean, you know, it was sort of lucky that you got to be a receiver at this program. So maybe talk about that, because you could have went to a school that went running, and might have changed your career. Yeah, it was definitely a big blessing to play under the offense Coach Hines runs. It fits my play style perfect, and it also helps that I had two very good quarterbacks I got to play for, and I got to learn from a very good receiver my freshman year, and kind of gave me the reins. And yeah, it just worked out perfect. Talk about also, and I know I talked to Coach Hines about your freshman year. You got to spend some time with Jake Johnson, and I know you still keep in communication with him. But talk about that and being able to learn from him and going through sort of the same things you went through as a receiver. Yeah, Jake taught me a lot. He taught me from how to come out of my stance just the right way to get off as fast as I can, to breaking off routes, reading defenses, knowing when and where to make my breaks. And we are also really good friends off the field. You know, he's a great guy, and I always love getting to know him.
Well, Jake Sloan has left a lasting impact on Pulaski County football, because if you look at the record book, it's phenomenal what he was able to accomplish. Just the number of passes he caught in his career, the yardage that he covered, the touchdowns, so many things that he comes out incredibly high on the list. And not only our list, but if you look at the Kentucky High School Athletic Association all-time records list, Jake finished as number 2 in receptions, number 2 in yardage. He's in the top 10 in about every category of anybody that ever played in Kentucky high school football. So that's a pretty serious legacy he's leaving behind.
You talk about his career. I mean, he caught a lot of passes his senior, junior, sophomore year. His freshman year he had played with Jake Johnson. So he was, like you said, he was sort of handicapped a little bit. So if he played in a school, he might have had double the amount of catches.
It's probably true. And if I remember correctly, I think he caught 49 balls his freshman year, which is a pretty good season for most anybody. But when you're following the standard of that other PC guy, Jake Johnson, there's a lot more to come. And of course, Jake Sloan had his seasons that are very comparable to Jake Johnson's. He caught over 100 passes. If I'm not mistaken, the two Jakes are the only two that have ever caught 100 passes or more in a single season in Kentucky high school history, and some other things. So just a phenomenal career. But the thing that was really great for us in our program with Jake Sloan is that anytime we needed the big play, he made it. And everybody knew the ball was coming his way. Everybody knew he was the target, and he still found a way to make a play. And that's what great players do.
And then, a lot of kids can be good at the high school level, but obviously he's on D1, but his size and his body build probably makes him attractive for colleges at that level.
It is. Jake's a tall receiver. He's 6'3", maybe a little over 6'3", and he's gonna gain weight and get a whole lot bigger. He's played for us at about 210 pounds. So he's going to be a big frame, which gives him obviously an advantage against smaller defensive backs and such in the passing game. And that was evident every Friday night around here when Jake was playing for the Maroons. So we're just awful proud of him that he's got an opportunity to go on. I know it was a thrill for him to sign with Eastern Kentucky. That was his favorite from the very beginning. It's where he wanted to go. And so we're excited about the new coach, Walt Wells, and Coach Wells has got a good one. He sure does.